we imminent immediately. Suddenly they all selling carpet, selling memes. Before it was all talking utility, pumping dumps, selling you frozen dreams. But if you smart, you in there pulling out liquidity. Like my man, lower level so skillfully. But don't get caught in the trap before you get the cheese. 99% die, XRP keep flying. Utility on my mind, no more time, don't get left behind. Taking meme gains into the one, then get off the ride. Roller coaster get really high, then they rob you blind. Rug pull and it's all gone in the blink of an eye. Cause they know what's coming and they want all your zerbs. They want you back with the sheep, back with the herb. But I am not a zombie and I am not from Earth. But we gon' get you straight, then we flying out of her. Jumping off the magic carp utility, rocket right and Trump again. No more body, bump it to the moon, we flying. You was crying, we was buying, now you see it, no denying. Crypto diamonds, all the signs, cryptic knowledge in my mind. Unlock all my DNA, now I'm on my body flying. Trump, it'll wake you up and help you get the down low. You was part of the life before, but now you done for down below. Wake up from the clown show, it's the mothership, it's time to go. You can tell that we imminent immediately. Suddenly they all selling carpet, selling memes. Before it was all talking utility, pumping dumps, selling you frozen dreams. But if you smart, you in there pulling out liquidity. Like my man, lower level so skillfully. But don't get caught in the trap before you get the cheese. 99% die, XRP keep flying. Pulling up in black limousines, pulling up and get them bags and then we leave. Sucking out every drop of the liquidity. 98% gone, die and go away. 589 a mental bridge to make you sell and go away. Before we hit them real digits like 589K. XRP running up liquidity, flowing in waves. XRP plumbing, get you right the best in the game. Triple moon shot, they played the joker, had the king and ace. Royal flush on them bags, knew we about to run the game. Trump punk coming, nothing ever about to be the same. And we holding them accountable for what they do and say. It's either blockchain, B system, or we freeing slaves. GMO program, poison, yeah, they had you play. Come out of her, my child, run and stay far away. These bags will get you free, just learn the code and how to play the game. Jump off the magic carpets, ride the real express train. You can tell that we imminent immediately. Suddenly they all selling carpet, selling memes. Before it was all talking utility, pumping dumps, selling you frozen dreams.
Fuck crypto.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Fuck crypto. You're on mute.
You're muted.
Zerker.
Zerker lost his voice again.
Get him up. Get your hopes up. Get your dreams up. Get your mugs up. Let's go.
Fuck
Welcome.
crypto.
Fuck crypto. Welcome to Coffee Time, live community chat. We talk red pill, we talk crypto, we talk XRP, and you can join too. Welcome to Coffee Time. Let's go.
Yeah, we basically talk about what we want, man. Somebody said on the last show, do you think Zebec's a distraction? I do not, man, because the chances of you getting Zebec, you pretty much have to be in crypto to even have a chance at Zebec.
You wouldn't even know about it. Yeah.
You wouldn't even know about it.
Well, same goes for fucking
and that's
Elo, SHX, Onyx, all of it.
That's right. And that's why those small ones, bro, are going to make crazy. All those, Velo, SHX, XCN, those small ones are going to make crazy X's because they don't have to worry about, the letters XRP, XLM, You see what I'm saying? They don't have to fucking worry about none of these other letters. If you can't figure out XRP, you have zero fucking chance of getting, you know, unless they do what? A Doge run or a Shiba Inu run, right? And then big exchanges pick up these coins and regular outside Joe Blows are talking about Doge. Yeah, that's all premeditated in my opinion.
Well, no, we can't forget Proton, XPR, Loan, Metal.
Yeah, you have
Metal
zero
Pay.
fucking chance of getting XPR if you do not, if you haven't got XRP yet. So I don't see it as a distraction because that coin, you have nobody knows about Zebec, bro. You got to be all up in crypto to even know.
If
Well,
it's
here's
a
the
distraction. It's distracting you from making money, if anything.
Well, here's
Exactly.
the fuck part. Not only are they hiding CBDCs in the immersion of that with stablecoins because they're the same fucking thing, but the general pop thinks that stablecoins are an investment. You fucking idiot. They're $1. They're called a stablecoin for a reason. Like, people don't even understand crypto to the point where they're what's Circle? What's USDC? Oh, should I get RLUSD? Is that gonna do good in the future? The fuck are you talking about? It's a stable coin. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing. People, the Gen Pop don't even, not only are you correct, but you're giving more fucking credit to what Gen Pop is already doing. Gen Pop doesn't even understand what a fucking stable coin is. You get what I'm saying?
On that note, there was this video on
Run
TikTok
it.
where this guy said that USDT or USDC was going to go to $5 because he thought it was a crypto. It wasn't. Like, it's so stupid. You're right, though.
And that's where
That's how
the
dumb
sad
the
thing
pop
is-
is. Gen Pop.
the
They
sad
want them
thing is
there.
stable coins, you know, come out and then someone's going to come up to you, Uncle Buster, I got me some USDC. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, guy. Like, you know, because
Yeah.
they're going to
Well,
think.
why should I
if,
get
you know,
XRP when all they're talking about now is stable coins? Why should I get
Yeah.
XRP? Tell me, Zerker. Tell me. Shut the fuck up. Suppressed assets. That's the one. Those are the ones.
Marcus
Zebec.
Gourmand, Zebec, Zefuck? Yeah, I don't know, Marcus. I don't know if you got it, but you should have.
Shut up. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Baby gates are down. Come join us. Let's talk shop. Let's make it short so you can enjoy your Father's Day. Let's do it.
What did Zebec do? Like an 8-9x or something like that?
Yeah. Oh shit! It went almost 10. My last buy was 000777, and it went to what 007. That's almost a 10x.
Ooh-wee.
Nice.
That's beautiful. We got Wishing instrumental. Thank you, Bagman, for all the years of the music. We gotta fucking go to XRP Cafe. You want to drop that link in the chat for the NFT? We got an NFT with Rob
Here.
Nichols and Bagman.
I got
Cryptoholic.
it. Oh, maybe I don't have it. I had it. There we go.
Someone get your fucking NFT. Do it now. It's cheap. It's like 5 XRP. It's nothing. Boom, Zebekian. What's up, pimp?
I got one for me and the boy, Marcus Gourmand.
Ooh-wee.
What's he got? What's he got? What's
So
he got?
much
What's he say?
information.
Make crypto great again. You know where you can get that hat? On the Bagman store. Let's go. Fucking run it.
Marcus Gourmand. So much information is overloading. Yeah, man, it is. You gotta pick the rabbit holes wisely at this point because nobody has time to go through all this. I use everybody I know as confirmation. Like Nerdy might say something, Baggy might say something within a week or two apart, and that's confirmation. But like, why did these two say that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, and
as confirmation.
Yeah, for real.
That's
Well,
like
it-
crypto too. After you hear it 3 times, that 4th time, you already missed it.
There it is.
It popped.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
and there's brilliant minds up in here, so that's how I got SHX. SHX really started me buying because I didn't buy for like a year, and it was GDLT and Nerdy talking good shit about SHX in the same week or two, and I'm like, all right, let me take a look at this, and now
Talking
the
that
rabbit
good
hole's
shit.
open. Yeah.
Well, dude, what this has done, what this community has done, and you fine gentlemen and all the chat and all the crypto ladies and all that shit, what this chat has done is renew trust in myself and my own instincts. So if we do hear it physically from Nerdy and Bags and Buster, and if I do hear it, you learn more to not not focus on what the TV's telling you. You're just like, oh shit, it must be true. You trust your gut more because you're not afraid to be fucking crazy anymore. It don't matter.
I don't think
it don't matter.
I don't think it has to do anything to do with trusting your gut. I think this has to do with common sense and knowing how shit works.
You're
and
a
knowing,
fucking
and just knowing what is right and what is wrong.
You're a fucking.
That's what I think it is.
You're a gut.
I think intuition plays a part.
I'm telling you, bro. I've gotten
because I buy some
fucking Buster or Baggy. Call me Nerdy. Call me anything. Buster, call me. Hey, you need to get a couple of milli of this, bro. You tell me once or twice. Okay, cool. It's on my roster. I'll knock that out as soon as I can. You know what I mean? That's just how it is now.
Yep.
Fuck, but it's just a trust thing.
But like,
I do. I'd confirm.
But I know that they're not steering me wrong because their guts bells are ringing. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, because
so they're trying to.
Mine's rung on. Besides XRP, because that was my first. Blah, like bitch slap. Yo, check this out. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
and that's from source. I believe that's from whatever.
Well, you didn't have a community at that point. It was just you and your fucking instincts.
Yeah, because I
him and his gut.
Yep.
I got
his big old gut.
I bought XRP before I even learned how to use.
Hey, shout out to his gut.
YouTube, yeah. Shout out to the good old gut, man.
It's that daddy gut. That daddy
gut. That's the main brain.
The next alarm.
They say the gut's the main brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a big brain, bro.
Oh, savages.
Yeah, but the next alarm bell was XTC.
Yep.
You know, and I bought other coins, but XTC just like hit me, man. Like, oh, fuck.
And I'll tell you this, just to further back that up. Buster fucking knew the bells were ringing on XTC when it was XTCE. It was ERC20. It was on ETH. He fucking called me and made me get some, and I made a grip off of that. And we fucking ran off like bandits. But I think that shit, he was sharing that shit with me then. And that was years and years ago.
And that's how I got introduced to you guys. As you guys were talking about these coins, and I was in them. And then I was like, "Oh, you guys know about XDC? You guys know about LastPay? You guys know about this? You guys know about that?" And then I think you guys got in too at double triple zeros. You guys got in XDC, and then we made some good amount of gains on that one. But yeah, man, a lot of these coins that are like that are popping now, if you got in early, it was nice. But research and all that stuff plays in. But hell yeah, I like you guys and G were probably the only people that were aligning with all the stuff that I was looking into and that I was finding out on my own. And then coming and watching you guys and your guys' show, I was like, oh shit, people do know about this. But yeah, shout out to you guys for pointing out the gems.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to Bagman, because I was watching Bagman before I knew about Coffee Time. And then I found Coffee Time, and here we are. But you know what was weird was I missed the XTC run. And then when Uncle B mentioned Zebec, I was like, I didn't even hesitate. Pulled the trigger. and that was game.
Now he's a Zebekian savage.
Yeah, now you're a Zebekian savage.
Yeah, but there's been multitudes throughout the years.
Yeah,
there's been the SHX, the fucking
the Velos.
Just recently,
the flares.
Just recently, A0 did 136% pump from 0.001 or something like that to like 5, which is crazy. Or from a penny to like 5 cents or something like that. It was wild.
We got Chris. Shout out Chris. What's up, pimp? Let's go. Links in the chat.
That's where SHX was the next one. You know, after Nerdy and G said something, I was like, man, let me look at this. And I looked at it, and then I'm like, boom, it just. Then I said it on the show, right? Because I don't say other shit I buy on the show, but if it's all, you know, then I'll say it.
Oh yeah.
And that started a whole run of me buying more shit because I thought I was retired on buying shit. But...
Nope. Are you guys even in Dovu? I was in Dovu and what's his face? Norris was like, no, that's a shit coin, blah blah. Nope. Dovu's taking over carbon credits and they're doing a lot of big things with Hedera. And Hedera is poised to be a really big infrastructural player in the whole future. So
fucking Bradley B.
Yep.
I didn't buy for a year or more until you crackheads hit me into Zebec, SHX, XPR, RDC, and Illuminati. I think I'm a shillionaire.
I'm a
you guys alone. You four, Mount Rushmore. Can you imagine me, Bags, fucking Buster, and Nerdy on Mount Rushmore?
See, like the tippy top, Bradley.
Yeah. So, see you at the tippy top.
When you get back to that comment, are they distractions? Like those three right there, Zebec, SHX, XPR, you're probably not even gonna have to touch XRP, bro. When the system drops, you know.
Nelson said about Helium Mobile. Helium Mobile is a really, really amazing concept. I really like Helium Mobile. It's a decentralized, if you guys know, it's decentralized peer-to-peer mobile service. So everyone hosts their own network antenna, basically, and then it just works like that. Everyone has coverage that way. It's really cool, and you get tokens for hosting an antenna, basically, or cell service. I like Helium Mobile, but when you have plans from Xfinity and you have plans from T-Mobile that are like $25, $30, unlimited everything, why would you even go with Helium when you can just pay that?
Bro, Papa's on. Papa's loading. Yeah, you've all claimed some gems, but Nerdy's gone deep with these gems, and A0's about to run, or it's running. But they're all part of the new system. All boats float. Fucking Bitcoin crew XRP going to 20 this year, right after the stablecoin and regulation bill. I don't know if it's 20, bro. I think that's low. That's low as fuck.
Okay, I had this conversation at the guy at the conference, and we were basically determining if will Bitcoin survive? Is it going to be part of the system and all this stuff? And I told him my personal opinion. My personal opinion is I don't see Bitcoin going anywhere at all whatsoever. I think people, the doomsayer who say that Bitcoin is going to go away, I think they're wrong. I used to be that person. I used to think that Bitcoin is going to go away until you really dig into how much liquidity is tied to Bitcoin. It is never going away. It is used as collateral, right? It's really used as a leverage. So what I see Bitcoin becoming, because there's no legislation behind it, I see it becoming a security. 110%. I see Bitcoin becoming a security. The argument is that it doesn't have a entity that controls it, and there's no company associated with it. Okay, cool, but it's still security. It might be a commodity in a way. They might pass it in some way or so on, but I think 100% Bitcoin will be a security where you're using it as a form of investment or a retirement fund, or it becomes part of ETFs or whatever in that manner, and then people use it for leverage against, like the banks would use it for collateral in the same manner as they would use XRP. But I don't see Bitcoin going away at all whatsoever. But we have XRP that's already clarity as a currency, so there's no wondering about that. So XRP is already ahead in that.
You know what?
Oh, Zebec and fucking Savage, the only motherfucker that's on screen and also throws down. Like,
bro,
shout out to Zebec and Savage, brother. I love Savage, man.
You're getting the first slices of pizza at the pizza party. Let's go. Get a whole pizza to your head, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, what's cool too, though? Like, you get on X and there's a Zebec fucking X space, with Ruel and them, but it made it exciting again,
It did.
Yeah.
Especially when people got Zebec in their name and shit. You're like, oh man, that's pretty cool. Because even that little run, 8X, most people, if you're new, most people haven't even seen an 8X in their life, bro. They think, like, what Nerdy said, A0, 136%. That's crazy in stock world, bro.
That's wild.
Like,
yeah, that's wild.
And then you get a 800%, or, and then you could do another 10X if we go on fire. And then that's 100X in like 6 month period. That's crazy town right there.
Yeah.
Bitcoin
$1,000 and add
I want whatever
zeros
Nerdy
on
is smoking.
100X It's 100 grand.
Exactly. Now to address Bitcoin, so this is the reason behind the things I say, bro. Is this okay? I've read enough IMF paperwork and enough World Bank paperwork to know that they don't like it. They despise it at all. In every single factor, they despise Bitcoin, and they also despise Tether. Okay, but here's the thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Tether's relationship is deeply embedded with Howard Lutnick and Counter Fitzgerald, which is a primary dealer. So they have access to treasuries directly. In that manner, I don't see that little trifecta, that system, ever disappearing, because it's already embedded. It's already a stable, right? Like, you're not getting rid of that. You're not gonna tell Howard, hey Howard, forget that investment. That's not happening, right? Because it's literally Howard's little thing. And the way how Bitcoin and Tether and their little system, how it works, they're literally buying back treasury. So if you look at the recent report, United States just bought back a whole bunch of T-bills, right? And they're using it. So they buy back T-bills and then they counter it by printing Tether. And then they use Bitcoin. And then you have Michael Saylor and everybody with their Bitcoin and their ETF funds. So it's kind of like a counterbalance to the whole system. So America is basically becoming like this self-reliant debt leverage system where we kind of really don't depend on other countries no more. And they're kind of introducing like stable coins and stuff to also hold T-bills as well. And then if you introduce Judy Sheldon's proposal of introducing, a gold-backed convertibility with treasury and stuff, then all of a sudden Bitcoin's price and stablecoin utility and XRP's price and all these things go up. They go up. The market follows Bitcoin, and no one can ever deny that.
Also,
bro, EA goes, I used to trade low cap stocks, and I personally seen stock going on a short squeeze from 90 cents to $300 in one day. No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're good. I'll go back. No actual fundamentals. XRP will go to 500 to 1,000 in a day in order to price everybody out. Yep.
They have to. But also, I used to listen to Bitcoin Ben, bro. Like, I thought he was, as a red pillar, that motherfucker is smart. And I used to watch X22 a lot. And Bitcoin Ben, fucking 2019, 18, he was like, Bitcoin is the only coin with basis costs because of the mining. So if they pulled a basket of, with the reserve or whatever, but if Bitcoin's in there, Bitcoin's base costs can be used over all, because really XRP don't have a base cost. None of these other coins got any kind of base cost, right? So we look at the energy side as different versus could you build a system on, and that's why I when he said that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, because could you build a whole system on things that don't have any base costs?
Yeah, and well, here's my counter. Here's my other counter to, I have optimism for Bitcoin, but this is my, my skepticism around Bitcoin is that you also have NIST standards, and NIST standards declare that by 2030, the algorithm and the consensus that Bitcoin and Ethereum are built off of and how they're structured, their architecture will be outdated, meaning that they can no longer operate because they're out of standards. In that manner, I can see Bitcoin and Ethereum going away, and there's already chains that can take over. Like, there's chains that already run Solidity backends and stuff. So anything to do with Ethereum can be transferred over. So, and if we have a cyber attack and they use that as a catalyst and they say, hey, you know what, and it's part of all the NIST standards and transferring everybody, then okay, because XRP in particular, the way how it's made, its consensus how it's made for future proofing. So it has an upgraded consensus compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in that manner, I can see Bitcoin going away in some fashion, whether it's through a cyber attack or some kind of event. But on a financial standpoint, I don't see Bitcoin going away. Those are my 2 points.
XRP Bishop, $5 cash app. Appreciate you, brother.
Bro, all the boats are going to float. It's a multi-chain world.
Too, Bitcoin from a technology standpoint could go away just from a technology standpoint, where like Schwartz says, you can hold Bitcoin, but that's all it does. You just hold it. And
exactly because it's regulations and standards that run the financial world and what runs the world. So if someone says, like, for example, Monero, how many people are still holding Monero, right? How many people are still holding Tornado? Like there's not a lot of people who are holding any of these things. So in that manner, you know, regulation is king, and RLUSD and XRP has been considered is regulated clarity that it's not a security. It is a currency. It is a commodity. We have super clarity and regulation adoption with RLUSD, the most regulated, up-to-date stablecoin, most auditable stablecoin in history that we've ever seen. So Ripple, the way what Ripple is building and the ecosystem they're building and the path that they're taking of a regulatory standpoint is something that no other chain can say. And that's why I think XRP is king. Yeah, it might be around, and yes, someone said that Bitcoin will lose its #1 spot, which I 110% agree. But I think the future is looking like XRP will be #1 and probably remain #1. The only other coin I can see topping XRP as #1 is probably Quant. I could see being Quant #1 and then XRP, but with what XRP is solving with foreign exchange and derivatives and all that stuff and stable coins and all this, I think XRP will be #1 for sure. 100%.
XRP has to balloon in price to have utility for cross-border payments. Yeah. Come on, fam, $2.16 a coin. That's why we're bullish, because we know it's bullshit.
Yeah, Bitcoin doesn't go away. It's just going to lose market share to the utility coins from because like you were saying, from a technology standpoint, like XRP is way more efficient. Bitcoin, it uses too much energy. So just from a technology standpoint, it's going to be outused just from because nobody's using dial-up anymore. Like that slowly got faded away, and now we're high-speed internet.
Yeah, but I also think that that's where Flare comes in, and I think Flare is a real big underdog, and I have to give a shout out to PayMe for like being a really big Flare head, because now I see what he was seeing is that I see Flare giving life to Bitcoin. I see Flare giving life to XRP and all the assets who don't have staking involved, and XFi and Bitcoin Fi and all the stuff coming in and really helping them out. I really do see Flare
at this point. Bro, at this point, $100 don't melt faces. That is correct. But $100 to all you OGs, that's going to melt your motherfucking life into happy places. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking money right there. You're rich at that point. But at the end of the day, we're here for the thousands, the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands. You know,
$100 definitely melts faces, because at $100, you ain't getting 1,000 XRP anymore.
Fuck no.
Is 10,000 Quant enough, Buster? I don't know, bro.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. You're almost there, Chris. That's funny. Shout out to everybody. Happy Father's Day.
I don't even think Quant will be bigger in market cap, but Quant will probably be the highest priced coin out of any other coin for sure, Nerdy. With
that, that shit? Are we up to like $90 again or something like that, or whatever?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of factors that point to that picture. Is so the thing about Quant is that it's different from a lot of networks is that Quant has a Quant treasury, and they have a subscription service, and they have their whole ecosystem. Overledger basically relies on Quant for interoperability and connecting chains and doing any kind of things to do with the network, fee-based. Now, how that works is that if you want to use Overledger and you want to use Quant services, their APIs or whatever, you have to pay the subscription service in Quant. Even if you pay in dollars, it converts it into Quant with the Quant treasury and pays the subscription fee in Quant, which is amazing. So there's utility with the coin embedded right within it. A second thing is that there's only 14 million. So the supply of Quant is way less than Bitcoin. Okay, first of all. Second of all, the utility combined with Quant is the only one with an ISO standard. So Quant is ISO TC 307 and 68. Gilbert Verdian is an absolute freaking genius. So I'm a big fan of Gilbert, and what he created, he's been in the banking field forever. And the product that he created was basically bridging, not just so how Flare tries to become an oracle of bridging data. What Quant does is it bridges every single blockchain network you have with legacy data, so legacy networks and stuff like that. So it's poised to have a big impact with AI and interoperability and with hospitals. So Quant is huge in the healthcare industry, which people don't really know about. Is the whole point of TC and all that came about was with medical industry. So yeah, Quant is massive. People don't really understand how big of a deal it is.
Bro, No Mercy goes, look at the next pump of XRP. Same time XLM pumps like a twin brother. Manipulated totally. Amen, bro. Why in the fuck is HBAR so cheap? Why in the fuck is XLM so cheap? Why in the fuck is Algorand so cheap? Why in the fuck, like, it just keeps going. There's so many suppressed assets that are fucking juggernauts, and nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
10 quant is enough.
Yeah,
it's better than 0.
Yeah.
It's 10 better than 0, bro.
There's other chains that are also huge that are sub pennies that are really cheap. I'm not going to name them because I'm not done accumulating. But there's chains out there that are direct Ethereum replacements that are direct. There are certain chains like Hyperledger and other companies that don't really announce or promote a chain. But you guys want to do the research, there's one chain that it has been promoted by these entities, and they're big players of the corporate world of the back end and how everything works. So Red Hat, Hyperledger, and IBM, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Look into that. That's a really big one, and it's going to take over Ethereum because it's directly made to work with all the Hyperledger protocol suits, and you can use Solidity contracts, and it also has WASM contracts, which is the future.
What about A0 or self key, nerdy?
Yeah,
he talked about A0.
A0 is
moneymaker. You need to get here on time, bud.
Yeah, A0 is leading the
straight
space
butted
economy. So A0 has this program called Satellite as a Service, and they're basically the kings of zero knowledge proof, and they have a massive contract in partnership with T-Mobile. And T-Mobile has a contract with SpaceX. So
the sauce, bro, you keep saucing everything, nerdy.
Yeah, and A0. So the people who created A0 is also the people involved with Algorand, and the person who created Algorand is an absolute genius. Is another genius along with Gilbert. And A0 uses BFT and DAG together and combines it and creates a Aleph BFT, which is basically a DAG and that together. It just is super fast. It's completely hella fast. But
we got Rotisserie Bear on deck. We got Papa. Papa's the dads of all dads on Dad's Day. Let's go with the dad belly.
Papa
your dad belly.
Bust a cap in your ass on Father's Day.
Bust that 40 out on Dad's Day. Let's go.
Hey, I watched the video, man. I was fucking cracking up, man.
I watched it over and over.
I watched it back, bro. I was dying.
Here's the fucking tricky part. This is where, like, let's say you're cash poor and you want to trade crypto for other cryptos. And so, would you sell ZERPs for fucking Quant?
I have.
That's equal.
If you don't have any,
I have done that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any, I mean, I would at least get one Quant, bro. Like one Quant. If you never, I would probably never sell Quant either. But
yeah, that's
Quant's
your retirement.
Dummy prices, for sure.
If we're thinking 30 mil per XRP, I'm thinking like 100 mil for Quant.
At least. It would have to at least be that because
my mom is a juggernaut. Sorry.
What the hell? Drinking dollar.
It's
funny.
Yep.
I mean, 14 million supplies is so low compared to 100 billion. So I would say if XRP was ever 30 million, dude, Quant would probably be $1 billion.
No, people are talking about XDC. Here's my problem with XDC. The XDC is decentralized proof of stake. So even though the mechanism is good, it has military grade, it does everything with MLTR and all that stuff. That's cool. My personal opinion, my 100% factual person, my 100% researched, educated opinion is this: DAGs and BFT and hash graphs are the future.
Bro, we got Marcus tripping out. He goes, HBAR, Algo, and those others aren't backed by gold and silver. Motherfucker, they're all in one big web together. That's all backed by gold and silver. All of it.
Yeah, you can back a protocol native asset by a commodity. That's not how it works.
It's a network that's going to be transferring everything.
Yeah.
All the networks, all the money, all the boats, all together. Boom.
This is like what we're talking about is it's called these are standards, and regulated standard. So if a company is, let's just say, has to say that you have to build something according to these standards, you have to build something according to those standards, and these are the protocols that's going to be used to build out those systems. So if that company is a custody company or whatever, like for example, like Matako or whatever, and they're doing custodying gold, and they have a partnership with HSBC that's doing tokenized gold and all that stuff, and their partnership with XRP, well, it doesn't mean that they're using XRP for that system, but it doesn't mean that they're not. So there's different things that are using different things. But yeah, eventually all of these people, they're gonna find their network, and they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to use Buster's terminology. It's that lack mentality where you motherfuckers are thinking in the chat and everybody, they're thinking that one motherfucker is going to be the coin. No, it's fucking everything. Everything that's even remotely, like, as long as it's not like fart coin or something like that, But that shit mooned too, didn't it? It just got listed on Coinbase. But like
Coinbase
everything,
is wild.
Bro, everything's got utility. It's connected to something. Nerdy's been saucing you for fucking years about all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the cool thing, people bringing up Cubic. The cute thing about Cubic is something that's different, and it follows with BitTensor. So the thing about proof of work is, the question is that you're wondering with proof of work is, what are you mining? Like people say, oh, we're mining an algorithm. Okay, for what? Like, for exactly what? For the AI, for the simulation, for the matrix, like what exactly are you mining, right? And the question is, you don't know, right? So when it comes to Cubic and stuff like that, they're using AI and they're using proof of work and they're using systems combined together to make it more efficient. And what they're doing is they're calculating AI. They're doing algorithmic stuff. So it's like the algorithm is actually computing something. It's not just computing random nonsense. So things like that are really efficient. BitTensor, Cubic, these systems should be looked after. If people, like, I was a big fan that said proof of work doesn't work. Well, BitTensor and Cubic, they figured out how to make it work.
Bro, Kiwi goes, but 99%, bro, will go away, Zerk. That what the 1% is like fucking 300 to 500 coins. It's ridiculous.
Marcus Gumad, but they're second tier. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone else said it's Papa.
Papa. If you're a fan of Bitcoin, look into Caspa with the K. Caspa with the K is another big one for the Bitcoin community. Just look at that one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, Lizard King. XTC is so cheap. How can you not stack it? You can stack it, but
well, that's his point. He's being facetious. He's saying, "Motherfuckers, it's cheap. Get it."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Because I was going to use that. XTC, let's say it's 7 cents. I don't know the price. 100X, you need $7. Okay. Zebec, at just say 001. 100X, you need 1 penny. That's the difference.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
It's at 6 right now.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer goes, isn't it true that Quant token is primarily used for fees and not needed for network usage? Like, that's the same concept of like XRP is just gas. Like, you know how dumb you sound, Dahmer?
Yeah, but they got the, what is it?
You motherfucking dummy.
The Quant.
Zerker, you're a savage, bro.
I'm not as savage as you, though. I'm not a Zebekian savage. Let's go. Sorry.
At least you're not retarded like me and can't get my camera and shit to work again.
Oh, I'm fucking retarded, bro. We're all retarded.
Oogie boogie.
Yeah.
You have to turn on the echo cancellation on Papa if you're using the computer. If you click settings on the bottom bar and you click on audio, there'll be a check mic under mic. It should say echo cancellation. You have to check that box.
Is it that, or is he playing?
Yeah.
Is it coming
See?
from his
See
laptop?
how it's gone? See how it's magically gone?
It's magically gone.
Hey, you're right.
What did you do? You checked what? The
Echo cancellation.
Oh man.
Turd nuggets.
Welcome to tech support.
inside
How
of
can they see me?
I did that shit for years, bro. It's exactly what I did, helping people.
Yeah, XRP is the rails for all the money. Yeah, plus also all the other networks. It's one big giant spider web. That's the thing. Don't think closed-minded. I used to be a fucking mad, hardcore, fucking XRP only maxi. It's everything. Yeah, ZERPs are a big deal. It's just the first one through the gate. Everything else going to web together, and it's all going to work simultaneously together. It don't even fucking matter what coin it is. It's all going to work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shnami.
ZERP is just what you take profit in.
You know what I'm saying?
I take, profit.
Hey, Nerdy, do you carry XDC?
Negative, Captain. I should, but I don't.
Roger that. Love the answer. Thank you.
Yeah, I should, but I don't. But the reason why, man, is because I'm so bullish on America that I believe after these regulations, all the American ones are going to pop.
Yeah. I hear you there. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's sad because we used to talk shit about Charles. Why the fuck did he go on YouTube and just fucking throw up on everybody for years? And it's like, what the fuck? Why is there a CEO on YouTube crying and fucking cussing at people and shit? Crazy as fuck. But ADA is going to be part of the new shit. So I used to hate on Cardano, but it's like, and I don't even own Cardano because I already bought it and sold it years ago when it popped. That was another one Buster told me about. It wasn't just XCCE, it was fucking ADA too. That was another fucking
damn, Dirk, you getting all the sauce.
Bro, that's what you get when you're in the fucking when you're in the bullpen. When you're in the bullpen with all these motherfuckers, you can't help but be dragged into the shit. You know
That's how I got into the ratios. Like I didn't XDC made me fine tune the exit strategy. So I'm sharing you what I learned of how to exit. So I will use XRP to buy some shit. And then I'm gonna collect an XRP as I take profit, and the XRP bag is gonna go up, because what we're all gonna do is, I would like to loan my XRP out. Well, we just been loaning now, like not to shit coins. But I mean, if you put XRP in fart coin, you made a shit ton of XRP. You know what I'm saying? So, but the whole point is, find something good, something small, and that could 100. I look for 100 Xers.
Yeah. Well, okay. Talking about 100 Xers. This is my point about XDC. Okay. I think
that was a write down right there. Write that down.
Write that down.
I think XDC had its run. And I think that the next 100 Xer is going to be DAG. I think DAG, what they're doing with Trump with the Iron Dome, and if you look at DAG with the Iron Spider project is literally the Iron Dome. So I think DAG is going to be the next one.
I agree.
Does that include PACA?
Yep, that includes PACA and PACA swap and the whole ecosystem. But yeah.
Nice. I'm to claim it right now.
Thank you. Claiming my PACA then.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember playing PACA, bro.
Claim your PACA, guys. Don't be an anti-PACian. Claim your PACA because
Moneymaker wants to know about Cosmos. I don't even know anything about that.
Yeah,
shit.
Cosmos is fire. But the thing about but on Cosmos, ban protocol, check, XLR, all of those are super fire. Go ahead.
But when you talk about the system, to me, Cosmos is an obvious one that's going to make the system. Like, I would never be like, no, don't get Cosmos. Like, that's obvious, man, because even all the wallets, Cosmos is nice. But when ZRK says the system, to me, the system's going to be like 300 coins, dude, 200, 300.
Big as fuck.
Out the gate.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the inside of the shit. Yeah, XRP, there's some that's going to be the dead ass center. Because that's what I noticed with Nerdy, like,
PACA.
I wasn't ever saying Nerdy's wrong, but then one day I'm like, dude, Nerdy, you're hitting the tip top of the system with all
shit, bro.
Right? And I was like, okay, yeah, he's hitting the tip top. Where
the infrastructure layer, that's what I'm after, because that's what the money is. I want infrastructure money. I understand people are going to do other things, and shout out to all the other chains, but I want fuck you money. If you're not after fuck you money, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm after fuck you money.
Whirlwind, you get your head out of your ass, get your fucking head out of your ass and get out of that FUD swamp. Whirlwind goes, that's what Flare does. He goes, literally, what Flare's gonna do. Seriously, guys, sometimes, like, motherfucker, we were hating on Flare when when they announced the EVM side chains with ZERPs, and we're like, whoa, that's what Flare does. We were hating on Flare for a second there. And then now you got all this bullish shit with Flare. In other words, I was thinking small when I was hating on Flare. So essentially what I'm trying to tell you, Whirlwind, is it's way bigger. There's room for Flare. There's room for EVM side chains. It's fucking a big what the fuck recently was Circle jumping on XRP Ledger. What the fuck? We thought RLUSD was going to take over the world. No, it's not one or the other. It's all of them.
It's all of them.
All together. All of it.
But another thing you have to recognize about Flare is Flare does a certain thing, but Flare doesn't have an ISO standard. Flare doesn't have Gilbert Verdian. Flare has Hugo. They're two different people. They're two different leaders taking orchestrating two different projects. The level, I'm not trying to compare anybody, but the level at what Gilbert is at, Hugo is not at. And the amount of people that Gilbert knows and the experience that he has and the infrastructure
Gilbert's Quant, right?
And what he built, and what he built is next level shit. You're not messing with the Quant. A Flare is not a Quant. I'll tell you that much. 100%.
Right. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that Flare can't hit dollars, tens of dollars.
It doesn't mean that Flare's not gonna. Yeah, it doesn't mean Flare's not gonna do Flare things. But at the
you're
same
a fucking
time,
billionaire at that. You're fuck you rich at that point.
Yeah. Even at tokenomics wise, you can't even compare them, to be honest.
So even being diversified, you could be like, even now being concentrated in the ISOs, like that's still hella diversified. Yeah. Especially if you're fucking around with SHXs and shit. Those are all derivatives of main chains of native assets. Fucking XLM, that's the native asset. I said it a show ago or so. Like, I mean, why in the fuck would you fuck with side coins when you can get the native asset that's going to fucking moon out of control too? So at the end of the day, my point isn't to FUD SHX versus Stellar. My point is that you're all going to fucking win and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You're not telling me to sell my 3G XDC back. No, that's
one's
why
telling you to do anything.
Don't sell shit.
Triple zeros. For me, I've made more X's than anything, bro. Even XRP. So, but they're cheap enough to where you don't have to sell anything. You just gotta find them and strike while the iron's hot. So, you know,
I saw.
If I'm looking for triple zeros, and it's fucking 00001 or 000 even 2, that's still $200 for a million. So you shouldn't have to sell anything. And that was the philosophy behind that. But I'm not the one to be like, oh no, now sell this and you know, get into this. No, let's look for one. Like now Cubic is going. So I'm like, man, let me look into this Cubic shit because you could just see the momentum building with this Cubic.
You guys are buying it? Where are you guys buying it from?
I don't know where they're getting it.
Because I got in a while ago on some exchange and I can't even get anymore.
I love Whirlwind. I love you, bro.
Trade Ogre, CoinX, HIBT, and BitGet. I haven't even heard of these.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not fucking bro. Whirlwind's in the whole like, what does Flare do? Explain to me like I'm 5 what Flare does. Flare, hi, give me your assets. I'll give you my shit, my Flare assets and
my shit FA assets.
FA assets, and you can play on my shitty undeveloped network. Sure, I'll give you everything. This is the thing with me. I understand where you're coming from. I'm not going to fucking wrap my ZERPs. I'm not wrapping Stellar. I'm not wrapping none of that shit. But if in the future it's required to wrap to get into some other thing or whatever, sure, I'll take a little bit of it and I'll play that game. But it's what Nerdy mentioned earlier. It's going to breathe life into the fucking doomsday coins, the fucking ETH, the fucking Bitcoins, the Litecoins, the Doges, the Shibas, the fucking whatever's going to survive. It's going to breathe life into those so they can mingle with the real deal Holyfield assets. You know what I mean?
Tell Moneymaker to shut the fuck up. I'm trying to
shut the fuck up, Moneymaker.
Shut up, Moneymaker.
Shut your fuck. Why are we telling him to shut up?
Because he's talking about something I don't want him to talk about.
Oh, shut up, Moneymaker.
I already talked about it earlier, but no one caught it.
Shut your ass up, Moneymaker.
Shh.
Fuck it, bro. Let's go.
With a K, not a C.
I'm still buying it. Shut the fuck up.
Shut your ass up. Yeah. Don't punk.
We'll talk about it next show, not this show.
Yeah. There we go. Why is Caspa important on BTC to BTC holders on it? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Why is Caspa with a K important to BTC owners?
Because.
Just
it gives it.
They said it fixes some problems right there.
Yeah, it gives it utility.
We're all going to win.
But shout out to who talks about Caspa every time he comes on here.
Fucking Norseman.
Norseman.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Norsey North.
Caspa with a K? Yeah, that's Norseman.
Yeah.
He's all about Caspa with the K.
He's fucking. He's like he's either deer hunting right now or he's picking tomatoes.
Or he's buying some Casper.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, where's Connector? I haven't seen him in a minute, but I need to learn some more of that XPR network.
He's connecting some shit right now.
Yeah. XPR.
He's collecting his loan drops, bro.
There you go.
So XPR was the only other network that was part of the Fed pilot program for the FedWire, for the Fed now, along with Ripple and Stronghold. Metallics was the only one with it, and Metallics in the Metal Pay wallet is the only FDIC insured wallet. Metal is the only other wallet that you can get loans on right now, so you can use the loan token and all those things to get a loan out right now if you really wanted to. A lot of people that are talking about what's coming in the future, Metallics and Proton and that ecosystem already does right now. So it's a solid network. It's a solid ecosystem. A lot of people down talk it. I don't know for what reason, but whatever they're doing at Metallics is all United States. They're based in San Francisco, and it's a solid ass ecosystem. So yes,
that would explain a lot. If it's Fed, that took me 3 days to get me verified.
Yeah.
Damn, and that shouldn't be it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most didn't get that flare drop. That's true. A lot of you guys didn't. You like Somber too. Yeah, for real. But it's one of those things where my head's even spinning, where even the fucking coins where we know all of them are going to win. We're talking about a fuck ton of random ass coins but they're all going to win. So they're all within this giant nucleus, like Buster said, this giant inner circle. That is the inner circle, which is like upwards of like 300, 500 coins. It's like, what's crazy, what's fucking noise is the ERC20s from yesteryear that became in the million. There's like 2.5 million, 20 million. I don't even know how many fucking cryptos exist now. And then we're not talking XRP Ledger meme coins. We're talking all the ERC20s during the first ICO craze. They all fucking exist still. They're all still out there. And it's bonkers. You know what I mean? Current XRP DeFi is a scam. Don't give up your precious tokens for 6%. Right. Let the dust settle. Sure.
Yeah, you go collect those small ones, man, and let them figure all this shit out.
That's like Buster, Doppler.
Speaking
Doppler,
of ratios,
you're only getting like 1%, if that, a couple percent.
Exactly.
Yep.
And,
which is killing.
Creds got me for some ZERPs, man. Through Uphold. So, but good thing I wasn't greedy, you know. I did.
I remember getting an email. I remember that. I remember getting an email, Buster, saying, "Oh yeah, we're working on it in litigation and da da da." There ain't been one word about that fucking lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a class action, right? But you ain't getting the ZERPs back.
You ain't getting shit back. Yeah,
chalk it up to the game.
They straight robbed Uphold. Yeah.
The ZERPs belong
Nothing's
to
free,
the
dude.
game. You got that right.
I mean, nothing's free, man.
Here we go. Whirlwind. Here we go. FUD. Serious question time. Is ETH too big to fail? Or the gas fees, which they decided to leave there, be the downfall? Yes.
ETH is 100%
I believe
not
yes.
big to fail.
No, I believe that there's going to be some sort of flare nonsense that's going to be mixed in with it that'll create another form of ETH. It'll exist differently. Like, for instance, I think it'll exist because of its tech. EVM sidechain, shit like that, versus ETH being the biggest dick. You know what I mean?
When was the last time someone used Ethereum? I used Ethereum recently, so I'm asking this question. When I used Ethereum recently, the fees were cheap. It was like $1 something compared to like the 20, 30, 40, $100,000 that I used to charge. No, they upgraded their system and they're changing things.
Did they?
This is my thing about Ethereum, okay? I was really anti-ETH coming into this space, but the more I learn about Ethereum, every single industry, every single corporation, every single whatever, they're all building on Solidity. Okay, everyone is building on Ethereum. And the thing about Ethereum is Ethereum has protocols that a lot of other networks really don't have. Like Ethereum has this really cool one, which is one of my favorites, which is basically you can turn an NFT into a wallet. So imagine that. Imagine creating a wallet that holds funds, and you can buy and sell that wallet, and it's basically like a magic lottery, basically like a treasure chest, right? Like that's cool. Like there's implications for that stuff.
I'm just fucking salty still, bro. I'm human. I'm salty still as fuck from ETHgate. And then remember when Bieber and all fucking Eminem and shit were pushing their Bored Apes and all that bullshit? It was the biggest fucking scam on earth. ICO fucking fuck you craze back in the day. And so I still am salty, even though they're part of the new system. You know what I mean?
I agree with Zerk just because it's like,
fees,
how do we
man,
have
they're fucking
SEC?
gas.
How do we have SEC coming in and picking winners?
Yeah,
I agree.
So I'm
100%
salty as
agree.
fuck, but you got the sauce, nerdy, when it comes to the East shit, that it does have a place in the new world.
It does have a place, but at the same time, everyone was asking about a question about a specific coin. This is where that specific coin of that question you guys were asking comes into play. Is that there's one token in particular that is set up and poised to take over Ethereum because of its regulatory standards and the way how it's built. Now, the way how it's built, okay, so Ethereum is built off this thing called a Ghost protocol, okay? Ghost protocol and all this stuff is where ZK come into play, okay? Zero knowledge proofs. And there's one called like a Ghost DAG and all these things, right? So this protocol of Ghost is where the name Casper came from, okay? So if you wanted to know where Casper got his name from, Casper got his name from the Ghost protocol. Now, the Ghost protocol was supposed to be an upgrade and everything to what Ethereum wanted to be. That's what a Casper is. And the new updated Casper 2.0 upgrade just made it even wilder. Now, earlier I mentioned how Ethereum has this ability to take NFTs and turn them into wallets. Now, what Casper has is what Ethereum doesn't have is the ability to take a smart contract, something that has already been signed or whatever, and being able to update the terms. Now, when you look at a business standpoint from someone who's dealing with documentations and you're trying to move on to a new standard of dealing with documentation, you would need to have upgradability embedded in something like that. So for example, if you write a contract and someone breaks the terms of service of that contract, you can't have the contract play out because someone could take advantage of it as a way of a scam or a loophole. So you have to have a way to have a contract. If someone breaks the terms of service, to cancel the contract. And that's what Casper Network and everything allows you to do. So a lot of people are just looking at this from a financial standpoint, but they're not really looking at it from a technology standpoint of what does what and why it's needed for a specific use case and task for a specific industry. So
take the emotions out of it. Look at it.
Take the emotions out of it, man, and just look at it from a technical standpoint. Don't be such a patsy.
Yeah. Tyron goes, if you're waiting for your target XRP price, hope it's not on Coinbase. You'll be locked out due to high trading volume. Yeah, they'll fucking seize trading and shit. They'll stop. All the exchanges are going to do that. Even Uphold, even our coveted Uphold. I mean, coveted, like it's all going to be a fucking shit show. That's why we got to hold self-custody for the time being.
It's time for a decent wallet.
Until the fucking dust
AMM pool. Hit that AMM pool. Pull something out.
Ooh-wee. There we go. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hungry people. Yeah, the Gen Pop. It's like Nerdy used to say. I used to get on Nerdy about being black pill. I'm like, motherfucker, shut up. It's gonna be a hopeful, beautiful world. But no, the class separation is gonna be nuts, and UBI will be there. You know, so.
It's a caste system. That's really what's happening. It's like people don't even realize we're moving into a caste system.
Well, they're talking about loans for newborns, not loans, but a bank account, $1,000 fucking dollars. Fuck you. You've been taxing us for trillions for fucking centuries. Motherfucker, all you can give my newborn is $1,000 fucking SMB 500 or whatever the fuck index it follows. Sure, yeah, you'll make $1 million by the time he's 60. But like, fuck you. That's an insult.
Better be 1,000 ZERPs.
No, it should be 1,000 ZERPs. It should be 50K to every newborn in the US, like something massive. You know what I mean? They've been butt fucking us for years. It's crazy. That's what tells me
they should tie it. You know, better yet, rather than giving people money like that, they should One, because what Trump's thing was investing it into a fund, and then they're going to choose the investment fund that they're going to invest in. Meaning that, let's just say that Trump wanted to invest $1,000 into his corporations or World Liberty, then that's exactly what they would do with $1,000. So if you look at it in that point, it's kind of like a way how to funnel money out of the government to pump up someone's stock option or someone's product. But that's a whole other story. But if someone really wanted to help someone out, what they would do is focus on their education. They would be like, hey, you know what? Future kids, the first 2 years, we'll have this contingency plan where if you go to school and you complete it and you get a bachelor's or something, we'll give you a waiver. We'll give you some kind of waiver, some kind of massive discount on your loans and help you pay it off because you're contributing to society now and you completed your thing.
There you go. That's beautiful too.
Or help you get a job. If you need experience, we'll help you get experience. We
So
have a government
prove the
experience
work.
program. Literally help someone get to what they're trying to get to, rather than saying, "Hey, go fend for yourself." Right?
Here's free
That's
money.
what I was
yeah.
talking about the value and the impact you leave behind.
Yeah,
I'm not
if-
trying to be
if you have problems
communistic
like
or
that, that makes
socialistic.
sense.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be communistic or socialistic and expect newborns to get free money. That's not my point.
Yeah.
My point is that they fucked us for so long. We're like bleeding, crawling on our hands and knees, trying to survive for so long. Frogs boiled in a pot type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just angry about that. I'm not looking for free money.
My thing is that when it gets communistic and when it gets socialism is when you just start handing out shit just to hand out shit. That's when it gets to a point where it's like, what are we doing, right? Because that's when people start taking advantage of programs. But if you create an incentive, like the American way is, if you work for something, you can get it, right? So if we build those principles within this whole program, then you're basically teaching people the American way of living, which is hard work. It actually gets you the American dream, and you're able to literally continue promoting that whole narrative of why people come here is for opportunity.
Yeah. Millennial, this is where you get all the shit. Gate.io, Mexi. That's where you get Cubic with the tether pair. So
you
shout out
can get it
Magman.
on XT. Fuck
XT.com,
yeah.
Digifine Finex.
If you're in the United States, download XT. You can get it on XT. That's the only exchange that works for us.
I think I got CoinX. Let me check.
CoinX. Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh,
is it pumping? To click on it, click on the price. Is it pumping? Let's see the chart.
Pump it.
Click on XT. Is it
Pumping it.
pumping? 10%. Go on the yearly. Go on the whole year.
XT exchange looks exactly like
Okay.
UIDF.
Look at that chart, bro.
It had a massive pump in the middle, so super massive,
about the
emotional.
fucking-
That's emotion. That's all emotion. That's people. Someone's talking about it, and then their fan base went and bought all of it.
Bro, I
This
got
is
like
when
four.
crypto
I
was
got
pumping, when XRP pumped to 3.
my burps are pumping, dude. I got like 4 burps in. Shit.
It's official.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Someone wanted to know where you get it. Now you know.
Yep.
Wanna
I
try
want to
to-
answer another one too. Dexter Allen, shout out. Is Chronos still a good
Bro,
investment?
yes.
I don't believe so.
Sure. Yes.
I don't believe so.
I
We had the
believe so.
Chronodes and
I
all that
believe so.
shit.
I
But
concur.
Chronos, that's not Crow, is it?
Chronos was separate from.
It was
I mean,
separate.
it was on the Chronos, but it was just.
No, Chronos is a network. Crow is a token
Talk
on the
about it.
Chronos network.
Because I had Chronodes and shit, and those went, those went the way of the dodo. I got raped.
Look,
All
I will
50
show.
of
I will
those
show you. I will
was
show. I will literally show you. I'm invested into the whole ecosystem of Crow, and the whole thing they
That's
offer.
not Crow though. Chronos and Crow are different. Chronos is its own separate.
Okay,
bullshit.
look, I have Crow, and I have Crypto.com's ecosystem. They have its Crow is on the Chronos chain on Crypto.com. But if you want to invest into this ecosystem, get Crow from the app, from the Crypto.com app, and invest into that Chronos chain or that token through the app, so you know you're exactly getting the Crypto.com one, not some random whatever.
Roger that. Quant will save ETH. Shut the fuck up, moneymaker.
No, that's not how it works.
I just had to say shut the fuck up.
But that was the right response. That's not how it works.
Was it correct? Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
No Bercy, go fuck yourself. Any of you YouTube influencers? I mean, you YouTube influencers. How about you fuck yourself? It's nerdy. It's Buster. It's bad.
Yeah,
It's me.
and
It's
I'm not an
fucking-
influencer. of
It's
any
Bear. It's
kind.
Papa. Like, we're not fucking YouTube. You YouTube. Fuck you. I don't even know what crypto.
No, I almost hit that up earlier, but
what the fuck is cryptonomy mean?
For XRP guys,
What's he talking about?
Black magic bullshit.
No mercy, motherfucker.
Promoting cryptonomy. What the fuck is cryptonomy?
What the hell is he talking about, you motherfucker? Where are you coming from?
Pelosi sent you, huh?
Explain yourself.
Pelosi sent that motherfucker. I know for a
He
fact.
did, dude. That's a fucking. Is that
Pelosi's out here.
Is that a
that
Chloe?
bitch is vicious. She's a witch, bro. She sent you out little trolls. Crazy.
Yep.
You thought Soros was bad? Nah, Pelosi's worse.
Bro, RN says we're building a shitload of stuff on ETH. I don't doubt it. I just am salty from back in the day because they raped everybody from it. You know,
their NFT shit is way sicker than the XRP. They got like way more features with the smart contracts and their token gating shit is sick.
Isn't OpenSea? That's an ETH platform, isn't it?
Yeah, they'd be sick if they had a fucking SEC running head start.
Well, they already did. They got the SEC running start. They did the ICO running start. They're the majority of shitcoins. They're the majority of shitcoins out there is ETH. ETH flooded the market.
It didn't really work though, because shit, Ripple's buying up everybody.
Pelosi got them heavies. And they're not 8-bit. Those are not 8-bit.
I agree with you. I bought
them saggies.
Yeah,
that's just like 80 years old too. That's nuts.
Yeah. Just imagine if she said, I can rig your election, just motorboat my titties. Tell me you wouldn't do it. I'd do it. 100%. I'd become a senator real quick.
Oh, damn.
Wild.
Oh, damn.
All of a sudden you'll see me. How did Nerdy become senator?
Yeah, Pelosi is simply a better performing investor than Warren Buffett, guys. I don't know about that, bro. Warren Buffett's in deep with Circle. They're all in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Pelosi's a patsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren Buffett's the real deal shit inside. He might as well be PayPal Mafia. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all on the inside, man.
Yeah, but she outdid him. I mean, yeah, she's got insider trading. That's why she outdid Warren Buffett by a long way.
But here's the thing. That's what we know about, Papa. That's the only bitch that's the bitch we know about. Like all the motherfuckers insider trade. It's part of it. I think it's part of the ecosystem of being a fucking politician. All of them.
You know, that's where their family wealth came from.
Oh, yeah.
Pelosi's grandfather, he knew where they were going to build reservoirs, and the common folk didn't know. And he was out there buying up their dry ass farms for pennies, and then just sat on it for a year or two, and then they built a reservoir and ran irrigation. And next thing you know, he was that's where like the whole thing about the water problems in LA, like that's Gavin going to his great grandfather's rule book or playbook.
Yep. Riparian rights. Bear knows too. Don't let the hat fool you. There's real motherfucking cowboys in Cali. Bear's a Cali boy. Yeah. So let's go. Let's fucking go.
Exactly.
So, but that's just how it is.
Pelosi's tied directly to Maxine Waters, which is directly tied to Harris, directly tied to Newsom and Schumer.
What about Biden the clone?
All these other dickheads.
Biden the clone. Whatever happened to that?
Sticking each other's fingers up each other's butt.
Bro, the thing about
Biden being executed and him being a clone, and then all this shit started popping off.
Check this out.
The No Kings shit, the fucking Iran shit, the fucking Israel shit, dude.
You know what's wild?
The Matrix shit.
That shit straight lit the match.
No. Check this out. Not only did Biden become president, but during the term of him being president, the case that was going on with Hunter exposed that he was selling state secrets to Ukraine, and then Hunter was a middleman who was felicitating that transaction.
What about the laptop?
And what then forget about the laptop. This is really important, right? He was literally selling state secrets, right? And then on top of that, everyone ignored it because of the media brushed it off, and then he pardoned his son and got away with it. That is the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, he pardoned everybody, Fauci and everything, and still got away with it. Like we haven't fucking addressed any of that.
Fauci literally killed millions and millions of people and got a pardon and got away with the slap on the wrist. That's fucking.
But did he?
Nope. No mercy. We're gonna make a rainbow wrench for you.
Crazy.
No mercy. You fucking glowy fuck. You're gonna get a rainbow wrench. There you go. Good idea, Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, you said
heavies. What about them heavies?
Tied together. You said they're all tied together. Now it's just time to tie the tree up and bring them all up the tree.
Yeah.
Well, what's fucking weird is that we like, that like JD Vance and the tiny hats and all that shit. If you know about the tiny hat connection with T-Dog and him doing the Wailing Wall worshiping and all this crazy shit, then all of a sudden right now we got this crazy dichotomy where Netanyahu's asking the U.S. to join Israel in the fight to fight Iran, and then we're saying no. So what's the fucking truth? What's happening? Because 10 years ago, we would have easily been bombing Iran at World War III by now, all day.
I think like what Trump is going for, I think he's really trying to go for the peace prize. I really do think so. I think he's aiming at the peace prize, and he wants to de-escalate as much tension as he possibly can.
It's part of exposing Israel.
Yeah, and his role is to basically say, no, we're done with war, we're done with sending our troops over to die for no reason, and we're not taking part in any of it. And people are kind of shocked. They're like, oh, what, American what? But like, I think this is the end of neopolitics, bro, of the whole neocon agenda and tribe and the whole narrative. I think it's done of that. I think it's more positive than it is negative. I really do,
bro.
Think so.
Speaking of positivity, we got Chris here. He goes, y'all notice how cold it seems when you meet up with influencers, but when you hook up with the crews, it's totally warmth. Love my peoples. There's a difference 100%. Between community, which is what I was trying to, that was the difference that I was trying to exemplify, is that I'm berserk, I'm Zerk, I'm fucking nerdy's nerdy. You know what I mean? Like Buster's Buster. Everybody, but it's a crew. It's a crew. We got Baggy. Plumber, best plumber in the business. Let's go. But it's a crew, and then that's what Chris is talking about. It's not about being influencers or being in touch with royalty or fucking stardom or anything. No, it's about being with the crews and being all warm and fuzzy. Ooey.
Crypto Sarge 589.
Damn.
Appreciate you.
On my counter argument about Trump saving the world, this is my counter argument to that, is that I don't think it's about war anymore. I think it's more about pushing the 2050 agenda, which is trying to get everyone into this digital system where they're uploading their conscience onto a server and they're paying subscription service to see their loved ones.
Well, before we get to
the freaking metaverse, I really do think that's the whole point of all of this.
Bro, before we get to that 20 million or 20,000 per XRP, can't we get to fucking $5 first? Like, so in other words, what I'm saying is before we get to 2050, can't we deal with the fucking dystopian nightmare, which is 2030? Like, what? We got a lot of shit coming up in the next fucking 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years, dude. Like 2050,
2026.
If we're alive in 2050, bro, we're bionic. We're fucked.
That's the other reason I think that's what the war for. I think the war is to push the whole Elon biocybernetic agenda, where if soldiers or people who lose limbs on the battleground or whatever while on duty will say, hey, we got you, and they implant the Neuralink and put a prosthetic on them, a robotic prosthetic, and now they're homogeneous.
Maybe that's what he means by Mars, because he knows we're in a closed system. We're going to be so fucking Neuralink tapped in that we're going to experience Mars in our brains.
In our brain, that's a simulation.
We're not even going to know the difference. Bro, we can't even tell between a real and AI at this point. And this is what they fear-mongered about 5 years ago, but they were exactly right, is that AI will make it to where nobody can distinguish what's real.
Damn. Or not. So Elon is just here just to create a historical paper trail, just so people look back and try to make sense of everything. They're gonna see Elon doing all this stuff when actually they're not even knowing that it's all a matrix. Damn, that's sinister as fuck.
Damn, Daniel. Damn.
It's as though they were prepping us back in the 70s and 80s with the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man.
And the Matrix. And
Omega Man, bro. Yeah. We got that's the end of the world apocalypse fucking technocracy bullshit. We got Whirlwind, you've redeemed yourself. I guess Hillary's basement servers don't count. LOL. You're an old school Anon. You got my vote. Unfuck yourself. Because I told you to fuck yourself earlier. Unfuck yourself.
Unfuck yourself.
There you go.
First your thumb. First we told you to put your thumb in your butt. Now we're telling you to take your thumb out of your butt.
Ooh. Yeah. We love you guys. Fuck yeah. We got Coffee Time live community chat where you could join too. We're hour 14 in. It's Father's Day. I'm starting to begin to have to piss soon. So I don't know. Should we call it? Should we not? What are we doing? We're hot right now.
I like to share a little something.
Share it.
So like I kind of Remy SF, shout out Remy SF. He's kind of been my coach and guide in this whole thing, and turned me on to you guys, and basically like forced me to go to a moon party, and which it's a comfort zone, and it's like just trying to drop into a group of people like you that are all already known each other for a long time, and so it took a little push, so glad to have done that, but I still feel like I'm a little kid in this whole thing, but I feel like I took my training wheels off in the last couple of days, because I won a Bluminati, and then I had to set up a hot wallet to get a Bluminati, and then I messed it all up, and I ended up losing I decided I was going to be creative because I had a few beers in me, and I came up with a new password, and then I didn't write it down, and so for a few months I had like 4,200 XRP that were like trapped, and so I finally Remy SF, he already told me what to do, but like it's like the reluctance, and so finally I went on the Xamin in the support app in the Xamin wallet, and then follow the steps they give, because I did have my keys, I just didn't have the password. And so they walk you, they walk you through it. I had to write it all down on a separate piece of paper so that I could follow it, once I clicked away from that page. And like this, so there was that period where it's like, are you sure you want to uninstall this? And and like that's what I was kind of like afraid of for like a couple months. And so I was like, yes, I'm sure. And then follow.
Did your heart drop? Did your heart drop a little bit when you confirmed to delete the app?
I was like, hey, if I can't reinstall this, it's done. It's over. Like,
Yeah.
And so like I was just kind of like, okay, well, let's see, So then I went to add a new account, or then I was like, it was install or add an existing account, and then like I just like added all the keys back in, and then it was like bing, successful, and I felt like I still have that little bike with the 10-inch wheels, but I just took the training wheels off, and I still have all my reflectors and everything.
Hey Bear, I'm still hunting my training wheels.
When you jump up on here, your training wheels fall off.
Yeah, your training wheels fall off. But Bear, isn't that such a beautiful experience the first time you recover your account and you're like, oh, my money is there. I have access to my stuff again. So it's like, congratulations.
What scares the shit out of me is I'm buying for all these other people, for the kids and neighbors and stuff, and have to transfer their money, their ZRPs to them. I'm like, every time I push a button, I only send one or two at first and make sure they get it. Do the right thing, but when I push that big button, my heart drops every time. I'm like, oh shit, please don't fuck it. Please don't fuck it.
Yeah. See, with me, I'm at a level where I'm sending shit. I'll send something to the friend or the family or whatever, and I send it, and I'm like, I hope they don't fuck it up. Don't touch that wallet. Don't touch anything. Just put that fucking phone in your safe and lock it up. Don't touch it. I don't care what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? Because like most of these family members, they're not rocking cold wallets. You know what I mean? They're not rocking any of that shit. They got an old phone that was a garbage it was a junk drawer phone, and it still works. They get on Wi-Fi, they throw down Zamin, you pump them full, you give them their shit on Zamin, but then you got to make sure they don't leave that fucking phone in that junk drawer no more.
That's like, I don't thing I'm doing though. I'm making sure they got their cold wallet before I ain't screwing with anything else. You
yell at them. You yell at them about the seed words too. Don't let the fucking light of day. Yep. Don't even flash
yell at the boys.
Don't even flash your phone camera in front of the seed words. Don't even risk anything. That motherfucker should never see daylight forever, because that's the keys to everything. So wherever you keep your shit, you can talk about the intricacies of keeping your seed words separate from your fucking your phone, your old junk drawer phone. But who gives a fuck? Throw it all in your safe. Don't touch it. Don't lose it. That's a problem with people. They're not into crypto. Their heart's not in it. So they're not cognizant. They're not cognitive of where the fuck their shit is at. So don't just shove it in some drawer and then think it's safe. And so 2 years later, it's fucking grillions and you're trying to fucking frantically look where your shit is. No, put it in the safe, know where it's at, lock it up, and forget about it. You know what I mean?
I told my kids, told my daughter, everybody, that's the holy grail. Do not screw that up. You can screw anything else up. Don't screw up them seed phrases.
Well, they don't realize how important it will be, because once it hits it in the hundreds of thousands, and then we start hitting millions. Even the side bags, there's little, like, not side bags, but they're little bags, the beginners little bags that you've helped like broker, get them into crypto prior to us mooning. They're gonna fucking literally go, holy fuck, and like it's gonna be a brick wall scare tactic immediately. See, with us, at least we've sat and like dreamed about things and talked about things and processed all this shit. You know what I mean? We've done all these things to like get emotionally prepared. They're not going to be ready at all. They're going to go, holy fuck. Like, it's going to be nuts when it happens. You know what I mean? And that's where they got to be extra careful. Right when this moves.
I tell everyone, call me before you sell. I'll tell you when to. Don't sell.
Don't touch anything. Just fucking freeze and
that's
call
the
me.
thing too. They're only on the first layer. They don't even know how to use it, how to make money off of it, how to rotate, any of that other stuff. They're just waiting to buy price and then get rid of it, and then that's it.
And but Baggy, when is RLUSD going to hit $5?
No, but what Baggy said is a factual thing, and I think that's a tragedy. I think that's an absolute fucking tragedy. It's for the fact that people don't really understand that this is master collateral. That not only do you not have to sell, you can earn money off of this for the rest of your life, and you have free residual income.
Well, remember,
just by providing liquidity.
Amen, bro. Amen. But remember, also, we were talking years ago about even if you are earning interest, or you're doing the whole like DeFi with institutions, not these little fucking shady claver groups, but you're doing like institution shit and you're earning yield. There's also, you could just go take a loan out. You can go take a loan out where with a larger institution, you can get that milli, go fuck around for a couple years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, go fuck around and still own your assets as long as you make that payment. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris for the $75,
dude.
We love
Chris
it, bro.
has issues dropping bombs.
Dropping hella
$75 incoming.
Motherfucker. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Daddy Day.
Happy Daddy Day.
Ooh-wee.
Zebec and Savage, brother. How do you feel about everything and everything's going on?
I just I don't pay attention to the Matrix. I do what I got to do for my family, and just stay humble, stay loyal. Loyalty's gone these days. We don't know what loyalty is these days, and I really feel for our children just because these motherfuckers are eating Tide Pods these days, and oh my God, we're in trouble.
That's a factual thing that has actually happened. That is crazy. You're right.
It's dangerous.
Nerdy.
But again, real quick, I think it's still what Nerdy was talking about is not just giving out money. It's about educating, right? Showing and letting them go through it and fail and then show again and ensure that they're gonna be all right the next time. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, social media is rotting everybody's fucking brain.
Social media is fucking rotting everybody's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely.
We got AI.
Yep.
And that was the subtle shit that I was talking about earlier. I think it was on Baggy's show on Extra Bullish Hour. I was talking about how they control how the social media very subtly, they control what you think about, what you go into. And it's all like undetected psychology. And it's the type of videos they put in your feed and all that. We all know that. We're like, oh yeah. No, that shit's powerful. So every kid's eating really fucking Tide Pods because they think it's cool.
Exactly.
It's not cool.
The critical thinking is gone these days, and that's where what I really think is critical thinking has been done away with, and it really needs to come back.
I agree. What was that, Papa? You're gonna say something?
I just hitting on him there. Yeah, common sense ain't quite so common anymore. Silver. I saw a thing on silver this morning. The paper went up to like $350 to $360 pieces of paper for every silver.
Told you it's gonna happen. $500 silver is inevitable.
Ellie's
Don't
brain's
realize
rotting.
it's gonna happen.
Ellie's brain's rotting. He's starting to sell
gonna
feet
happen.
pics.
Hey, nice broom, Ellie.
Yeah.
No, bro. You know what's wild, Ellie? Ellie, you know what's wild is that you have a whole generation of women and people, just young people in general, that are willing to sell their boho for $3.
They give zero fucks
just for a little bit of attention, which is nuts.
They give zero fucks. Dude, the nuclear family
Zero
is
fucks.
gone, bro. It's fucking gone. These fucking influencers are all about body count
It's wild.
and twerking, and it's like, what the fuck?
I was watching this video of this. I guess his dad knew that his daughter was doing OnlyFans or whatever, and then she asked him, "Do you think I can get married?" And his response was, "Why would anyone marry you?" So it's like a lot of these people, they're living based off of social media and this narrative around social media, but when they get hit with reality, then they're like, "Oh shit!" Then it's the world's fault. So
I just want to know how much can we get for Berserker's tan butthole?
Oh yeah, well
Damn.
I have to sun it first, which means we'd have to moon first.
Is that
And then
going to be an NFT?
Well, I would commence the sunning, and then I would have to have the obviously the capital to put together the studio grade photography to get inside and like to get as close and clear of a butthole pic that I could to make it more valuable. You know?
Is this an NFT launching event? Is
Yes.
this like the main attraction of the launching event? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then we'll pimp him out on eBay.
Are you gonna charge admission for people to come witness this?
Yes.
I think you should charge at least $1,000.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, unless you got a Berserker babe, and then that's your key. That's
Oh,
your-
Berserker Babe membership. That's tight.
But make it look like, you know, I like Ellie's broom. You know, when you first look at it, you know, you're like, hey, and then you like zoom in, and it, you know, it's just a broom.
Optical illusion, double take my golden sunned butthole.
It'll look like a giant sinkhole.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think it's the Sarlacc in Star Wars type shit.
It's
some
just a
sci-fi
broom. See,
movie.
it's a brick wall. You see the brick wall, and then it's a broom.
Yep.
It's just like you see the triangle of the broom. Yeah, and it's on a tan wall. That's
OnlyFans is dead soon. VR goggle robot sex sessions incoming. just like how we laughed about in all these technocracy movies. Like, yeah, dude, it's all becoming real. It's fucking retarded. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All
Can
those
I get
dudes
in?
that slept with that dude, thousands of them. Didn't that bitch come out that she's a dude or some shit? Yeah, bro. Shit's nuts, dude. It's clown world. We're the clowniest. We're so clowny, it's not even funny. Yep.
Clown Central.
Yep. Let's go.
Is it Clownomania?
I think it is. Clownomania.
Fucking Dumbo
Ringling
Circus,
Brothers,
man.
Byron Bailey.
We've hit max clown. And I don't even think it's max clown yet because they're about to up it. What about the Mr. Poole fucking prophecies?
Never go Max Clown.
The OG Mr. Poole prophecy where there's a nuclear scare, everybody's fucking freaking out. Like, I mean, people are half expecting that, and it's like I don't think it's real. But at the end of the day, there might be, you know, a portion of the general gen pop that thinks there might be some chaos. Like, what the fuck?
I think we're at the point where everyone thinks they're a dude playing another dude playing another dude. We're at that point right now.
Well, look at War of the Worlds. Didn't a lot of people think that was real?
And that was radio. Can you imagine, dude? Look at how strong psychology is. That was radio. That is nutty. So they have to be extra expert because we can see all this shit now. And so AI is going to make it. Because, like, dude, there's a lot of people online that are talking about these rocket drops, these rocket bombs. They're fake as fuck.
Could be.
People are like, yeah, we would have hundreds of social media accounts going, fuck, my family just got blew up. Like, yeah, no.
Where are all the phone cameras filming all this shit? Showing
Amen. There are only balcony cameras that are filming the explosions. There's no like horrific. Remember the Ukraine shit? The styrofoam stone walls? Remember that? Remember the bodies getting out of the body bags? Remember all that? Like, it's all.
Bro, you remember Biden with in the Middle East with the inflatable airplane?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And then
we all saw that shit. Don't lie. Don't lie that
Annie's
wasn't a
dropping
inflatable
from the-
airplane. That was
the
100%
AI video.
inflatable airplane.
Bro, the AI video
was
of the
fake.
Afghanis dropping from the fucking wheels and shit.
Yeah,
We
that was
don't. We
wild.
still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Go
completely
stand in
in the
front.
dark.
Go stand in front of them jet engines. It'll suck you in.
Hey, which one made me laugh was
Yeah.
India going to space. When I seen that, I was just rolling.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Oh,
really,
we made it to
guys?
the dark side of the moon. Shut the fuck up. No, you
Who
didn't.
believes this shit?
Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. Dark side of the moon. Okay. Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Stupid, bro. We live in the stupidest fucking point of society we can ever imagine we're living in. Someone said that the world we shifted timelines, so the world ended in 2000, and I kind of agree with that, because after then the whole thing just went clowny as fuck for some reason.
Max Clown. When he got Zerker talking about stunning his butthole and grossing Bishop out to the point where he leaves. I'm sorry, Bishop.
Yeah,
dude, we're Max Clown. We're out of shit to talk about. Let's moon already.
Bishop, be honest, bro. You would buy the NFT.
Let's fucking moon.
You would buy the NFT.
Let's be honest.
If you can buy the
NFT.
Zerker, Butthole Series NFT collection, and you're able to stake it and earn rewards, you would buy it.
Oh, it'll
Don't
be
lie.
so crisp. They're just like Bear said. It'll be so crisp and clear and zoomed in. You won't even know it's a butthole.
Yeah.
And by the time you realize it's a butthole, you're more interested in the yield you're earning.
Yeah, we'll do an abstract filter on it, so you won't even know. It'll be like a fancy art piece, but it'll just be a bunch of filters.
XRP Plumbing.
Strange.
Shout out
up,
to lower
fellas?
level. Welcome aboard, boys.
Oh, what's that level? We're just
let's
having a
fucking-
weird ass conversation. Welcome
let's
to the
fucking-
stage.
Bro,
I came in on the NF tank conversation.
Let's go, dude.
The NF tank conversation.
No, it'll be the epicenter, bro. It won't be. There won't be no tape because it'll be zoomed in.
Bishop's like, nah.
I think Lizard had it right the other day. We become 6 cups.
I fucking love you
Bishop
guys.
straight. Nope. Hella funny.
NF tank.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in and see what was happening with everybody.
That's
Been doing
hilarious.
IRL stuff and trading and working on some art today. So
Moneymaker
Nice.
says,
Good
Zerk,
video,
if you
man.
take a pic of that, I'll blow it up and wrap my semi with it. Let's go. Ooh wee.
Hey,
You can
who's
put
close
it
to
in
the
the back.
riots?
No,
What's
put
that?
Put it in the back of the truck, in the back of the door, right there. Boop. Go ahead, Plumbing.
Who's in the back, or who's close to the riots in LA? Anybody?
Nobody on the stage. No.
The
Really
closest
not
one would be
me.
like Savage, I think.
No, I'm out of that shithole. I reside in Arizona now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's nowhere near
Actual
that.
California.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. That'll work.
no one's in LA because LA's trash.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but SoCal is all of SoCal is just trash. Sorry.
When
but
are
it's
the
true.
Olympics going back
I don't
to
know.
LA?
I don't know. I thought it was canceled. I thought I read something about
Probably
something.
never.
Like 28?
Something got canceled. Like some shit got canceled recently because of LA. There was some shit that was supposed to go down there, and they're like, "Well, we can't do it because of risk."
You know,
I don't think.
You know, there's a saying about never go full retard, never go full LA, never go full California, never go full liberal, never go all the way. Because when you go all the way, you get 5 Waymos on fire for no fucking reason. That's what you get. So,
Bro, that shit's dystopian as fuck too. We ain't got that in SAC. Waymo. What the
fucking
fuck?
stupid.
I saw that shit in Texas when we went to Texas. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, who in the fuck voted for that to be okay and on our streets? Like, no one voted for that shit. That's not okay. Don't put no fucking unmanned, undriving car on our shit. Like, it's not a fucking Uber scooter. It's a fucking vehicle that can kill your kid. Like, what the fuck?
but I'm actually pro robots.
Right. That's fine and all,
I'm
but
pro robots. I'm pro Waymo. Like,
it's about how
like
fast
Waymo's lives matter.
shit.
Like, I'm gonna wear a shirt.
You like that?
Waymo's lives matter because
All
I
Waymos
believe
matter.
all Waymos need to be treated equal, 110%.
bro.
Leave Waymo alone, like 100%.
Bro, that shit is fucking dystopian though. It's because I'm fucking old school minded, dude. Like dude, I don't even need my grandparents to turn in their graves. Our parents don't even know what the fuck to do. Like, there's people that are actively psychologically blocking out shit that's happening right now because it's so dystopian and so different than what it used to be 30, 40 years ago. 30, 40 years ago was like a snap. It wasn't that far long ago. And we didn't even have we didn't have cell phones.
Okay, check this out.
There was one phone in the house, and that was it.
What is the biggest difference between Florida's riots and protests and LA? What is the biggest difference? No. It's not just a chef. Is that Florida is DeSantis said you can run motherfuckers over.
Run motherfuckers over. Same
Right?
with Arizona.
LA said no, you can't do all that. But
all splattered lives matter.
No, the
Florida was kind of right because it worked.
The Florida sheriff said, "We will shoot you graveyard dead."
Get the fuck out the road. What
Bro,
are you doing,
it's
stupid?
insanity. How are we in the United States? Yeah, states have the rights to make their own laws and rules and whatever. But dude, like at the end of the day, at what point does motherfuckers just stop all this? Like, how does this end without another bullshit distraction?
Is when you end sanctuary cities. You gotta end all the sanctuary.
You gotta
bullshit.
end that shit.
You got to end all of it, man. You got to stop saying that we're just, gonna help people out just to help people out. We're not.
If you give people
There's not a
to act
charity.
stupid
We're
and
a
hold
state.
no accountability to their fucking efforts or matters to that point.
No, we gotta. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're not sanctuary state no more. We're not no more sanctuary cities. No more sanctuary nothing. We should adapt some Florida in. I think a little bit of Florida and California would be good for California.
Not only that, but I need all my back taxes paid back too.
Yeah,
For that
I
bullshit.
think if we mix a little bit of California and a little bit of Texas, and we can keep a little bit of California, and we mix it all together, and we find some sweet spots. I think California could be a really good place.
Zerker, it's actually safer that AI is driving around. Well, fuck, dude. All right.
Mhm. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I am pro California becoming the robot state, the most futuristic state out of all the states. Like I am pro for that to happen. But in order for that to happen, we literally have to adopt automation. We have to adopt the robots. We have to adopt the robot taxis and all this other shit. The drones and the drone deliveries and all that.
Skynet all over again. Here we go.
I mean, hey, if we're gonna be Silicon Valley, let us. If we're gonna be the fifth largest economy in the whole world as a state, let's be it. If we're gonna be that person, let's be that person. If we can surpass a nation and just be like the state that is just the most futuristic state, why do we have to go to Dubai or China to look like that? Why can't we have that here in California when we're the one creating all this stuff, right? So
San Francisco was cleaned up.
Yeah,
When China came in.
Yeah, if you can clean that up that fast for China, you can leave it like that. So you can maintain it like that. So I say, let's become futuristic as fuck. Let's rebuild everything. Let's upgrade. Let's let California lead the way. 100%. 100% agree with that.
So Flo, I'm here. What's up, pimp? Yep. Yeah,
Hey.
shit's nutty.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you guys, I have conversations with the digital asset little gang I got, and I'm at a point now where I'm learning to have to stop thinking as a labor race minded person.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding what's going to happen to us and the amount of value that you're going to gain, and the brain that you're using now, why most of us probably don't have that access just yet, but we know it's there. You have to start changing. You have to start working on the change of what your thoughts are. Reason being, I'm saying this, if people think I'm think I'm crazy, I'm trying not to buy another vehicle at all.
Mm-hmm.
I got work vehicles that I got to hold on to, but most like personal shit, no. Here's the deal, dude, guys. If you had the opportunity to have a 1-man or 2-person drone, controlled, complete AI, type in where you want to go, comes, picks you up, takes you to where you want to go, drops you off, and will come back for you, or stays and waits for you. Something that's compact that you can actually open up like a Segway, get on it, fly to where you got to go. Everything's legal because it's all set up through the FCC. gets it situated. That thought is what's about to happen to us. All these thoughts of vehicles, get that shit out your mind. If anything, if there's enough of us in here that are from the larger part of the XRP family, we'll be on yachts, dude. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have to start thinking completely different about where you're gonna want to be in life. And being on land may not be the choice, especially when shit starts hitting the fan. You want to be away from the land. You don't want to be anywhere close to this shit at all. If you can get out in the water, stay in the water, get you a nice little catamaran yacht, hang out there as long as you can, and just access it from there. You have, what is it, Starlink satellites, hook it up to the boat, chill your ass out there in the water, wait for what needs to happen, and just get away from these thoughts of normalness of which as kids you grow up. Oh, I want to get this car. I want this house. Fuck that, dude. Think like a champion. Don't be thinking this shit, because you ain't gonna want to be stuck anywhere on land in the next 10, 15 years. You want to get
okay, this is why I say to that. I say that the people who are going to survive this future are the people who are entrepreneurs, the people who are creators, the people who look beyond all the dystopian stuff and all of that, the people who realize that, hey, you know what? America has a manufacturing crisis, right? We rely too much on China. Like I anyone who is pro-American or pro anything, I give you a challenge to go create a product that is 100% made in America. Try it. It's hard. The reason why it's like that is because if you wanted to get a custom screw or some custom silicone stamp out or some custom whatever, electronics or whatever, at some point of that logistic line, it's gonna get, some products are gonna come from China at some point in time of that whole product line. My advice would be, I'm going to do this too, but I think this is such a big idea that I don't think I could just keep it to myself, is that I would highly advise people, young people or entrepreneurs or people who are looking for something, is to look at a way how to find places in America. It doesn't matter where it is, what state it is or whatever. But it might matter, but just look at the business stuff side or whatever. But if you can find buildings that you can renovate or something you can renovate, an old factory, whatever, and start it up again, and start manufacturing custom screws or custom silicone, or do something like that and offer a cheaper service and a cheaper fee competitive to China, I think that's like a $1 trillion idea, 110%. And if we have more people who are worried about what can we do about, what about our future and stuff like that, I think if more Americans thought like that and did more things like that, I think the future is going to look beautiful, and we can have the build all 100% built in America that we want.
We need to go back to that, because look at what I'm using right now, Nerdy. If you go on my channel, XRP Pop or whatever, look at the stuff I'm using. I've got a 1950s Speed Queen wash machine I'm still using out here. I've got a 1949 Farmall tractor I'm still using. The shit was built right. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, we can go back to that, and that's what I'm saying. We can go back. We were at one point in time where we were competing with German. Like, we were competing with the Germans, we were competing with the Swiss, we were competing with Europe, because the quality of our products was way better than their products. But we lost that from outsourcing. But we can bring that back, and we can create high quality products here in America. Again,
keyword competing.
Keyword is competing 110%.
See, I'm like Chris. I'm gonna be landlocked and loaded. So not only is my 100 acres that I live on gonna be fucking locked down and good to go, but the fucking surrounding 1,000 acres is gonna be impenetrable as well. So it's gonna be, you hide yourself, and you do it at elevation too, in case there's some tsunami or some shit. You know what I mean?
Welcome to my world, Welcome to my world, Berserker.
Yeah, so there's either the woods or out in the middle of the ocean. I understand both concepts, both plumber or SRB plumbing and Papa. I get both. So I just don't want to live in a fucking campground. I want a lawn. I want flat. I want to be able to grow a fucking garden without deer eating it, or fucking pine needles fucking up my lawn. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So-
Well, here's a problem. Here's a problem with our economy. Okay, is that there's the competitiveness of businesses has gone away because 2020 and the whole thing that happened killed the middle class, killed a bunch of small businesses. But we need to bring that back, and how we bring that back is aspiring people who are in the position to create businesses like that, a manufacturing type. And if we have more people that do create manufacturing businesses, then we have a competitiveness that comes around, and maybe you can get a cheaper screw from this person or a screw from this state or whatever. And now you have not only made in America, but made in this state. And now you have a representation of a state, right? And that can go beyond where you can have specific people from specific regions of the world that like to buy a product from a specific state because they trust their quality over other states, right? And now you can have United States of America that is actually a booming economy because not only do we have a global competition, but we have regional competition, right? And I think that's what we really need, honestly. And I think that's gonna basically cover the whole AI taking over thing. Imagine if AI is gonna take over, if robots are gonna take over or whatever. Imagine if we made the robots. Then we don't have to worry about something messing up or a security issue, a national threat issue, whatever, because we're making everything ourselves. We don't have to outsource the boards or the chips or worried about some kind of stupid hack. We can create closed national systems.
Well, people need to get out of that mindset too of cheap. Well, where's that got us? Get something quality and it'll last you forever. Instead of filling up landfills with cheap shit we throw away every other week.
Mm-hmm. The reason, Pops, the reason your washing machine still works is because controlled obsolescence. They build them now to break. There's a reason everything has to break. You got to keep it. You got to keep this domesticated consuming population going. And the only way you can do that is most of us are domesticated. We can live in a house. We can pay a bill. We can poop and shit on our own. Just
don't eat it. Just don't eat that.
Yeah, just don't eat right? It. And then the consuming side is we have to consume things in order to stay. We have electricity, gas. These are things as we got to do. That society is what we live in. Now, if you guys are thinking on different levels, is because we won't. I would assume maybe most of us on this channel right now won't have to deal with this shit very soon. Okay, and the maturity of the United States people that I have now recognized, and I tell people it's something I've seen and I can't unsee it anymore, and it sucks. But to see the maturity of most American people when I came back through JFK a month or two ago, dude, it was unbelievable. The anger and just the meanness and hate of people when you get it back into New York coming from Europe. It's like, you people are fucked up, dude. It's like coming back to prison. They're manipulated. Prison when you come to America, and it's sad. It's sad. I mean, I feel good being. I'm not dedicated to any sort of flag. But I grew up in Florida, raised in Florida, so I would consider myself I am a Floridian. So, but at the same time, I'm not going to commit. I'm not going to pledge my life to some oligarchy that's the money changers that are running the system. And you want me to go fight for you in Israel? No, I'm good. I don't need that. These are the things that most Americans don't realize, that when they vote for Trump is a pacifier. What do you do with a pacifier? You put it in a baby's mouth to shut them the fuck up and to lull them to sleep. That's what Trump has basically done to the American people. They believe anything he'll say. They go with what he's got. Hey, I'm fine with the crypto shit. If he does that, I'm happy with it. I've come to grips to understand that you guys, me, we have basically invested in the money changer system. And I've stopped bitching so much about it because you're a hypocrite. I talk shit about the money changers, but at the same time I'm investing in their system, for that gain. It's do or die, basically. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not, and you're gonna be left behind, and you're gonna be sitting here looking stupid in the face because you have nothing left. Yeah. And you'll be happy because you were told you'll have nothing and you'll be happy.
And this is why he's the best plumber in the business.
Hell yeah. But going back to real quick what we were talking about, what Papa was saying, that you can create the reason reliable products, like good products that last long. The thing about that model, if we did go back to that model, is that you can now create a reliable product that lasts for a very long time, but also counteract the longevity of that product with carbon credits, where you can say that we're a carbon neutral company and we create products that last a long time because of carbon neutrality. You get what I'm saying? So not only can he create a quality project, but you can create a longevity project and get carbon credit deductions. So you can plumbing, 100%.
See, those are the kind of thoughts that we all are going to have to start learning to adopt, because that's that new Web3, that new age of thought of digital is what's coming. And all of us are still in that mindset of analog. All right. And that's changing. So when all this shit that's happening with XRP, y'all watch, dude. This shit's about to blow up so big. I don't know necessarily what the price is. I don't give a shit. I think if you don't hold on to it for at least, let it hit and hold on to. You need to hold on. I'm going to hold on to it for at least 3-4 months and see what happens.
You can send me some. I'll hold it for you.
Huh?
I'll hold it for you.
Let me hold some.
No, I'm good.
Just send me your keys.
Everything else is going to happen too, dude.
How about this? You can hold the wallet.
Not only are you right, but you need to have that forever bag, like where you're fucking 72 and you've got your forever bag.
I'll make sure that no one gets it. You can trust me, bro. I got you.
Staking, I think, is going to be so beneficial to a lot of us who have a lot of digital assets. Staking is going to be something very important, especially banks are going to want to hold your they're going to want to hold your shit. You can believe that.
Well, you've got that fucking concept of like staking on chain. So there's things that we don't even know what's going to develop. You might even be able to just hold your own shit and just earn for whatever reason, you know.
Cold staking, on-chain staking. I mean, like cold staking, and then staking from the wallet platform provider, meaning that the app, whether it's Ledger, Decent, whatever, and being able to stake directly within the app itself.
Right.
I think that things like that are the future, because
you might get less percentage though. Like plumbing is right about the institutions. If you trust them to custody and you're staking, you're going to get a larger percentage.
But here's the thing. I was talking to, I wasn't talking to, but Claver posted a question about what would you do if you have millions of dollars and trying to take money out, blah blah blah. I would create the system. I would create that system that I always talk about the trust, and then the S corp and the LLC, and then have that system hold my stuff and pay myself a salary and do it that way. I think when it really comes down to the cold wallet and stuff like that, I think eventually it'll come to the point where you have to be an accredited investor to get a cold wallet, and the idea of a cold wallet holding your crypto will turn into the cold wallet that holds your credentials rather than holds your crypto. I think the concept of the wallet will change over time, and I don't think it's going to become something. Because it's going to be expensive, because if you look at the Ledger, the stack started at $230 and now it's $400, almost $500, almost probably going to be $600 pretty soon. So the amount of money you need to buy a wallet is even crazy. Even if the cheapest wallet is like what, $40, even a lot of people don't even have $40, and that's American, $40 American. So how much is that converted to other people's? You know, a lot of people don't even make $2,000 a month, let alone afford a wallet. So
the thing too with wallets, and this was said a couple years ago, people started freaking out about the Ledger when it went down, and they were talking about the back door of the Ledger, and that's going to be any sort of platform that holds, or any wallet, any cold wallet will have a backdoor system in it. Whoever created that software, whoever created this, will have their own backdoor. And I know there's hackers on here listening. They know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it's in there. It's going to be in there. So
I'm the hacker.
That's another thing people got to say. Well, shit, am I going to trust this, or would you want to take to someone who's accredited, who will be these new banks that are going to want to hold your money? They're going to want to hold it.
And that's what they're going to do, plumbing. They're going to basically force people. They're going to say, hey, your cold wallet, the cold wallet is too expensive. I know you want to get into crypto. You can download the app, but if you really want to be safe because of regulation, you can store your crypto in the banking app. Store your crypto on Uphold, on certain exchanges, and then those exchanges will just turn into banks eventually, and that's what neo banking is. That's what.
But nerdy, what's the best cold wallet for your assets like DAG? Decent Wallet. Get your Decent Wallet today. Bada bing, bada boom.
Nice time for a commercial.
Yep. Damn, Daniel. Damn,
Are you gonna
Daniel.
do me off? Are you gonna do me like that?
Yes.
Decent Wallet, the best wallet to hold your digital assets. Decent Wallet, the only wallet to hold Constellation Network. Constellation Network, the only cold wallet to hold your DAG. Get your Decent. Hold your DAG. Keep your crypto safe. Decent, the best digital wallets to hold your assets. Digital Sense. Get a Decent today. Hit the link below.
Decent Wallet. It saved my life. You get one too. Boom. We got links in the description if you want to get a cold wallet. Seriously. We got discounts. Bagman's got discounts too. So check all that out.
You boys never fail.
Bro, we don't fuck around. You're a fucking walking billboard for the Bagman hat right there. Show them your hat, bro. So you get that hat, make crypto great again, XRP. Get that hat on Bagman's channel in the description, any of the videos.
Hey,
I gotta
want to go ahead and give you guys a shout out. The wife got to put me to work now. I actually got to work on my fucking holiday, but hey, that's American. Appreciate you guys. Listen to these motherfuckers. These are family. I'm out.
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Later,
Have a good
bro.
day.
Peace
hey,
out.
I got to piss hella bad. So can we?
Hey,
can we
you know
cut
what?
it
Hey, you know what? Hey,
What?
wait, there's more. If you can put link below, you can get 2 Decent wallets for a discount. We have so many links. Shout out to Bagman. Shout out to Decent. Shout out to the show. Hit the link below. You can get 1 Decent wallet. You can get 2 Decent wallets. There's a discount for whatever you want.
Yeah. We love you guys. Any last words from anybody? You got a burning desire? Plumbing, you want to walk us out? Papa, you want to walk us out? Bear, you fucking been quiet for a minute.
Yeah, God bless you all. Everyone that's a father or fills that role for people. God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Beautiful. And that's it. That's all we got.
And get your decent wallet.
Yeah. I would say don't sell too early. You've never experienced a utility run. Don't be a pansy. Keep stacking. Why worried about the market? It's gonna go red. It's gonna go green. Buy when it's red, not when it's green. Don't follow the hype. And pack your bags.
Hey, real quick and short, nerdy. Tell me the download on Cubic because I wasn't paying attention.
Get yourself some silver. Check out Cubic. Cubic is a really good network. They're basically working with the future of AI and using proof of work to do it. It's a really good network. Gilbert Verdian highlighted it. We can go over the show next week just for Papa. Just for Papa. Because we love Papa.
Go pee, Berserk.
Okay. We love you guys. Happy
Go
Father's
pee-pee.
Day. Have a good day. Keep your heads up. We're imminent. Everybody's saying Monday. Who fucking knows, bro? Who fucking knows? Later.
Have a great life. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey.
Let's ride it. Now who you believe? Let's ride it. Now who you believe? F the SEC. F the SEC. Now who you believe? Now who you believe? When we rock it off, you gon' see. When we rock it off, you gon' see. Now who you believe? Now who you believe? Hey, it's gon' be the theme. Please go take a seat. Now who you believe? F the SEC. F the SEC. Yeah, F the SEC. I'm getting bags I don't believe. Never will I be deceived. I still got bags in other houses, chimneys. I be out in Bali. I just learned karate. Stretch limo like Pilates. Got a few new hobbies. TikTok on my wrist. Ice like I'm playing hockey. We just jumped off the yacht. Yeah, we island shopping. Views like a wallpaper. Castle like a skyscraper. I think London ready. My bag's getting heavy. By the time we blast, I'ma have so many. You be getting gems on a steady. They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all money bags, V chains, got the zills. I be feeling stellar, filling up my lumens. Let's ride it. Now who you believe? Let's ride it. Now who you believe? Let's ride it. After SEC. After SEC. Now who you believe? Now who you believe? When we rock it off, you gon' see. When we rock it off, you gon' see. Now who you believe? Now who you believe? Hey, it's gon' be the thing. Please go take a seat. Now who you believe? After SEC. After SEC. Yeah, my back so fat, like a fat so I'ma get a big bag so I can buy a castle. Before they label XRP the standard, we gon' blast off. You gon' be stranded, be deserted, that's a bad call. All them coins you holding, they collapse, that's a bad fall. It was all a show to shake you out to sell your bags off. Now the price exploding in the skies past the Astros. SEC who? I'll see you on the moon. Bring your own bag and bring your own moon suit. Bagman commander, get back's the answer. That's an author when we moon shoot, all them records shattered. I'm a ghost, no ripple shirt, cause I'm low-key on Saturn. Went from looking at them patterns, now I'm getting drops. Transfer, now I'm staking on them networks. Getting ILP drops. Let me take you higher. Let me take you high up. Let me take you past the sky in that rocket we fly up. Captain, Bagman, the moon commander, Berserker. Let's ride it. Now who you believe? Let's ride it. Now who you believe? Let's ride it. After SEC. After SEC. Now who you believe? Now who you believe? When we rock it off, you gon' see. When we rock it off, you gon' see. Now who you believe? Moon Commander, Moon Captain, Moon Admiral, Commander Moon, Moon Commander Bags, Bagman the Moon Commander.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Fuck crypto.